So it's been a while since I made bread, but in Hawaii we got these jams, and I was like, oh, I can make my bread so I can put it on, and they should be good. So wow, it's been a while. So I was trying to remember what my proportions were, and it clicked this morning. So what I need is 666 grams of flour. First off, I do 300 grams of all-purpose white unbleached. Grams. And yeah, this is pretty straightforward, but it just takes a while. So I'm starting this. This is Saturday morning around 10:30. It's 10:39 right now. By this time tomorrow, I'll have a loaf of bread, hopefully, right where I'm standing. So that's about 300 grams. And then the balance is wheat flour. I always use the King, what is it called? Yeah, King Arthur flour. I think it works well, and that's what I've used since the beginning, so I just continue to use it. The only issues I've ever had are my problems that I've made. Yeah, 93 degrees. I like it there. It doesn't necessarily have to be that, but I prefer to warm water because the first couple of steps we're trying to get it warm. So we have our bowl of flour. Trying to get everything, keep warmth. Warmth is going to be our friend. Warmth is going to help this process along. The auto lease has begun. So just have our water in here, have our flour, mix these two together. This is going to take, let me see, in real time, we're 8 minutes into recording, so I use that as my timer. So I know this is going to need at least 5 minutes, usually 7 to 10. That's why a lot of people use stand-up mixers, which is great. But I just like using my hands. I like getting my hands dirty in here. And getting your hands dirty like this means you can also feel if you are proportioned right. Like here, at the very beginning, it feels like, uh-oh, what am I doing? It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like I have enough. It feels like I have too much, not enough, you know. So rather than worry about that, you just keep kneading for at least 3 to 5 minutes to begin with. Keep kneading. It's okay. Oh, it doesn't feel right. Yeah, it doesn't feel right for at least 5 minutes. It feels like, what have I done? What am I screwing up? What can I do? See, like here, what I'm going to do is add a sprinkle of flour. So just enough to cover everything for a moment. This is not a substantial amount. It's not an amount that's going to change the recipe at all. Just enough so it won't stick to your hands, but enough, but not too much that it'll just dry it out too much. We're just trying to incorporate these two ingredients in the auto lease. It's the initial step to get our dough ready. There we go. That's just that little dusting of flour to keep this from happening as much. And now if you notice the dough isn't really attaching to my fingers anymore. That's what we need. Before you do all this, wash your hands. If you're an adult human being in this world, 2025, and you don't wash your hands, I don't know what to tell you. You're a dummy, a weirdo. You have no sense of reality, and you're probably not even watching this video to begin with. So anyway, I can't stand, oh, I gotta wash my hands, like that's some sort of a burden. My dough, oops, you gotta spray with some neutral oil in your bowl to make sure our new wad of dough here does not get stuck. See how it stretches like that already? That's good. We're about 73% hydration. Looks good, feels good, smells right. There we go. So, it is now 10:57. Bowl covered. Doesn't have to be this type of bowl. You can just cover a saran wrap or a plate, flip it upside down on your counter, let it rest for about 30 to 45 minutes, and we'll start on the next step. I'm gonna keep it in a warm oven. It's not hot, but it's warmer. It's like I was saying earlier, it's hot outside. So I have the AC on, it's my house. It's not a studio, this is my house. So I like to keep the house cool, it's hot outside. That'll slow down the process. Not the end of the world, but I can put it in a warm oven that's about 90 degrees for the next 30 to 45 minutes. That'll aid with process here. We want to keep that dough warm. Ideally, you want to keep it around 80 degrees. I think we can do that with this. And we'll be back and we'll start on the next step. Starter is peaking, so by the time we get it, we should be in good shape. And yeah, be back. Grab some salt. Turn on my, let's get out our dough. It's nice and warm, not hot, but around probably the temperature of my skin again, 90 something degrees. It's rested pretty nicely. It's laid out, it's nice and smooth. If it sticks to your fingers, get your fingers wet. It won't stick. Did I spray enough oil in this thing? Maybe not. It's fine. Let's put this here for a minute. So we have our thing here. Let's put this. We're looking for 15 grams of salt. Always use grams. Use a metric, it's more precise. It's easier to do. If you have a scale, you buy it off of Amazon. And you can measure this stuff, and using metric units is more precise. Mix in our salt. It's a little bit sticky when I took it out, but now I'm working it, and that takes that stickiness away pretty quick. That's the key to this process is movement, warmth. You just got to you have to keep pressing, keep moving, making sure you don't just stay with it for a moment, because it just will stick. Even if the dough is right, it's still going to stick a little bit, just because when you get further into this process, it's going to be less and less sticky. It should be, at least. You see how it's wobbly? That's good. Still scratchy, but that's perfectly okay because we haven't even introduced. We're just about to introduce the starter, so we're fine. Make sure there's no skin on it. If you were to just leave it on the counter, it will grow skin, and then that skin is a pain to try to reintroduce in. Basically, it's just drying out. You have to re-moisturize it. This is gonna rip, and it's gonna look weird, and it's gonna be weird looking, it's gonna be funny. It's okay. It's part of the process. If you start doing this more, it's gonna start reshaping into what you need. The salt is mostly incorporated. Our starter's looking good. Smells really nice. Should smell a little floury. We're gonna put in 110 grams or so of starter. And that's it for our scale. You don't need the scale for much, but what you do need is incredibly important. The more accurate you are with this, the more consistent you can be. You don't have to guess. You can, in theory, you could do all this by feel, but I don't know why you would. It's way more work to try to kind of guess what it is. This is going to be a pain, but again, you just work. You just got to work. I just pinch it in. You just keep pinching it. It's going to get all over your fingers. You could freak out. What am I doing wrong? Is this right? Oh no, is it sticky? Yes, it's sticky. It's nasty. This is harder than the auto lease, I think. The auto lease is just getting flour and water together. This is actually bringing in your active ingredient. Ostensibly, what you're doing is feeding your starter again. You gave it a nice big ball of flour and water to feed. And we're going to be cultivating that for the next few hours. That's why we want to have it warm. That's why we want to have warmth. Warmth just aids the process along. In theory, you could warm it up even a little bit more, probably around 110, 115. I wouldn't take it over 115 though. 100 is probably a sweet spot. I keep it right around 90, 95. It will cool off. Like I said, I'm in a house. My house is cool because it's hot outside. I'm running an AC. I do not want, I don't want it to be hot in here, but I also want my bread to be warm. So the oven, see how it's already coming together? Still sticky as all get out. If it's a little too sticky, just wet your hands a little bit. When you do that, the texture changes. How you handle it changes. It doesn't stick to you anymore. So it's more of a congealed entity, for lack of a better term. I'm not good at multitasking. So when I'm doing this and I'm trying to talk, I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Even more so than I normally am. I think that's it. Let's do this. Oh, not right. Hold on. A little bit of water on my hands. All right. It's sticky. It's fine. it's going to be sticky. Put it in your bowl. We're ready. I'm going to cover it back up. And we're done with all the hard parts. The autolyse getting it started and adding the starter. So we're done with this. All of this stuff gets under your watch. I've got a yeast infection one time because of that. Wash your hands really well before and after. It's 11:48. Let this sit for about 45 minutes and we'll be back. All right. So get this sucker out, see what we're looking at. Okay, nice and rested. Get my hands wet and get started on the folds. Going to do 3 folds every 45 minutes to an hour. Ooh, that's weird. There it goes. Okay, that first fold was funky. I've never had to do that before. I'm seeing air bubbles, so that's good. That means that the fermentation is beginning. The dough is rather warm, so it seems like it's okay. It's getting nice and okay. Yeah, those 3 folds really changed the structure a lot. Okay, we're in good shape. All right. Put it back in. And let it sit for another hour. I've been keeping it in the oven. It's around 100 degrees. Well, no, it's not about 100. It's about 95 degrees in there. I'd say it's around 90. Around 90 degrees in the oven on a warm cycle. Actually, no, it's a proof cycle. The oven has a proof cycle, so I use that to keep it warm. That first fold, that first fold was really funky. I've never had it stretch that far on a first one. That one makes me a little nervous. But when I put it down and I turned it and I did the next fold, it came together like it should. So I think it's okay. It feels good. It's a little bit, I'm keeping it warm. So it's 12:46 right now. Gonna give it about an hour. You know, when I roll it into a ball, it should just be completely flat when I come back. Roll it into a ball. It's 12:47 now. We'll be back in I'm gonna give it about an hour. Okay, it's doing that long stretch again. It's nice and warm. Feels real fluffy. Feels like real airy. I see a lot of bubbles in it, but yeah, it feels super like a marshmallow almost. That's good. A lot of fermentation's going on. It's nice and warm. That'll encourage the growth. So, gotta let it sit for another hour. We'll come back and do our final fold. Let's see what we're dealing with. Ooh, it's It's grown and it's spread. It smells really nice. Get my hands wet. Let's get this last one in. Feels really airy. Ooh. There we go. All right, it's nice and jiggly and airy. That's nice. So that was the last fold. Everything's looking good. Gonna let it sit for another 45 minutes or so. Then we'll get on to our shaping and then proof. But 45 minutes from now. Down to shaping. It really looks nice. Whoa. It's kind of gooey, a little bit more than I like, but I've floured the inside of the container here, so we're in good shape there. These are cheap and easy shower caps. Oh, I need oil. Again, some neutral oil. All right. Another tool you need is a camera, a phone with a camera probably. Take a picture of before. So right now it is 3:48 in the afternoon. And we're gonna put in here, I don't think it's gonna take that long. It's probably only gonna take about an hour. And that should be it. I'll check it in an hour at least, and we'll see how we're doing. I'd like it to be at least at the top of this. I think we're gonna get that. So we'll put this in and check back in an hour. Wrapping up today. Look at this. It's over the rim, looks really good. It's still a little bit jiggly, which means there's a lot of air in it, which is good. So that means we'll get a good rise tomorrow when we bake this. It is 5:09 in the evening on a Saturday evening. We're gonna put this shower cap on properly. The shower cap is oiled, so nothing will stick. And as I say that, it sticks. Maybe I should spray it again. I never expected it to get that high, and it just, hold on. Well oiled now, so nothing will stick. Hopefully. Alright, there it goes. It's not sticking now. So, this is covered. I'm going to put this in the fridge. I guess it's 5:10 now. Put this in the fridge overnight, and we'll get back to it in the morning. Looks good. Probably should bake well. It expanded a little more overnight, but I think that's okay. Let me get my blade. Okay, we're gonna take this out. I gotta get more shower. Ooh, it stayed. That's good. It's very airy. I don't know how good or bad that is. Came out easy, that's good. Thank you, lady. Lady's my sous chef. She's here to help. She does not move at all because she thinks I'm gonna give her something. Sorry, boo-boo. 1, 2, 3 slits. Put this in the oven. Oh, it's deflating bad. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it's full of air. That's not good at all. I don't think this is gonna work. Nope. Nope, we're in bad shape. Okay. Yeah, it's messed up bad. It's not gonna work. That's disappointing. Let's just go ahead and bake it and see how it goes. It's not gonna work though. I think I maybe overproofed it. So, set a timer for 22 minutes. So, as I was taking it out and everything, it was deflating. So, it's probably overproofed. As I put it in the pan, it was almost completely deflated. It will not rise. So, I just have a big goop of dough. That's disappointing. I just put it in anyway. I doubt it's gonna work. I wish I had somewhere to put it for the birds, but I don't want to put it out because the possums and the raccoons would eat it too. Look at that trash. Look at that, it didn't rise, it just collapsed. I overproofed it. I kept it warm, but I kept it warm for too long maybe. I noticed it was a bit gooey when I was setting up the last step, but I thought I had enough leeway to keep it. So in anticipation of this, I already fed my starter. That's the next video, I guess. I'm going to set up the next time. Try to start my thing this afternoon and have it ready for tomorrow, hopefully. But yeah, it's screwed up. It's disappointing. You go through this whole process and then it doesn't work. Like I said, I'm rusty. I haven't done this in a while, so this is a fail.